Ramba, ramba, isare, arisare, bararare la bamba, da 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 la 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 bamba, oresita, mora mora rira, ara bara ra ra. La bamba bamba da 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 bamba bamba da 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 bamba bamba arisare arisare bararare la bamba mararare la bamba dore si da ora ora de vera vere 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 va bamba bamba da 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 bamba 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 erisare baralale la bamba no habla español me Becky up a lot of the lyrics only one that I know is la bamba bamba. But if you make it some kind of like what it is, then you know I know. Unless they speak the language, then it sounds very bad. Probably does anyway. Alright. Bamba, bamba. Bamba, bamba. I'm gonna lower it like there, maybe. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. Oh wait, I need to pick up this. Hello. Hello. How you doing, Seth? Pretty sure it's Seth. Ah, bamba, bamba. Bomba, bomba, voisare, voisare, baralale la bomba. I'm looking for something. Give me 1 minute. Hold on. You know what? If that works, it works. Look upon my this Eddie. Let's see here. Oh, just passing by. Hey there. I saw Mandalorian Grogu movie. I thought it was a good movie. Probably stick around for a bit, see what you draw. All right, cool. Maybe consider making memories of Ghost Moon Tribe character that is a reference to Marvel's Inhumans, Medusa, and Mandalorian's armor. Maybe. Gotta wait and see on that. You shush. Actually. Hold on. Give me a minute. I'm trying to look for like a good screenshot of Arietti. Um. In 1 minute. Yes. God, I think it's probably not even gonna work. Yeah, I knew it. Shit. Copy image. Paste. Oh, that worked. And then I need. I have to have a better picture of Hornet than that. Hell, they have to have a better Hornet protector. I don't know what that means. Get your ass out of here. Okay, this one. Hold on, let me save this image real quick. Save image. Then I can import it. Alright. Alright, back, sorry. Give me... Hold on. Let me see if I could find... Actually, wait, I might actually have the journals here. Because the Moon Tribe has specific characteristics that all of them kind of share. Which I'm trying to remember what exactly. Remember, maybe consider making a Memories of Ghost Moon Tribe character as a reference to Marvel's Inhumans, Medusa, and Venmo. Hold on, give me a minute. Where the hell did I put that journal? Or journals, really, because it's multiple journals that I have. That I have written down a bunch of notes. And one of those journals has the notes about oh, wait, is it? I always liked the idea of, like, you know, the wizard who has like a bunch of books everywhere and stuff like that. And I have lived that dream. And by that I mean I lost shit like those wizards who look around and can't find shit. Okay. Back. Alright, it's not gonna be that one. This one? K energy, no. Not N-O as in N-O-H, like Sailor No. Terra Monstrum, mutants, vampires, islands. It's gotta be this one. Within Barrett. Wow, 2015. Jesus, this thing's 11 years old. Starblades. Ah, here we are, Moon Tribe. See? Moon Tribe. Alright, let's see here. Before the war. Party of the first destructive hands. Sandfield. I'm trying to reread everything because again, like this. These are. We'll definitely say that the Mandalorian movie felt smaller, condensed story when compared to the rest of it. Yeah, it did. It felt like it was more focused on them. Oh, let's see here. Really? That's where the star battery. Okay. Genetically altering. Created. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, elixir. Addicts. Okay. I kind of know already they were. Oh God. All right, let's see how we play with this. Oh God. What is this music? He-Man movie premieres next Friday. Maybe new Owltown episode. When? Does it come out the 5th? Wait. When does He-Man release? When does the new Masters of the Universe movie release? When does the new Masters of the Universe movie release? June 5th. You know what? If it doesn't come out that Friday, because here's the thing, I should have gotten the... I don't have any of the voice lines recorded, and I need the voice lines of a certain character, of a certain of someone else who isn't me. And he has agreed to voice it. It's just I had to get him the lines. And I don't know when he'll get it out to me. Worst case scenario, I think I can at least get Owltown episode out tomorrow, next month. At worst case scenario for celebrating of Motu. All right. That's live. All right. What am I drawing? Right. See, I don't... Because that's the thing, the Moon Tribe is very subtle. Let me move this over here. That way I don't have to look at this. That way I could see your guys' comments, if any. All right, what do I want? What do I want to do here? Did she have Medusa's head at one point? Was that in the movie? I mean, the show. Because Medusa's whole thing is that her hair is alive. Yeah, sorry if I'm being a little, if I'm feeling a little undecisive right now. I'm trying to think because the Moon Tribe has very specific inspirations a little bit, and I'm trying to think it through because the Moon Tribe does have like a quote unquote special ability on top of being, you know, pretty good with technology. Let me see. Resources. City after the fall. Alright, let's see if we figure this out. Fine. It's fine. Draw a reminiscent Park Hornet orphans. We can still work on it. Oh god. We'll work on that one next then. The Moon Tribe one next. Because this one I have a direct idea right now, and I don't want to force an idea, because if I force an idea, it usually doesn't come out all that great. Like, I've tried before to draw things where it's like, oh, I'm going to just use one reference, and then, like, it doesn't work, or it looks too much like another reference character. And then only until, like, I find, like, the perfect, like, thing to mix it with, then I'm like, oh, okay, that works way better. Arrietty! Also, The Secret Life of Arrietty is a really good film. I've noticed a lot of Ghibli movies, they kind of end very, like, not really big. Some of them do, I think. Like, not really. As we were watching all the time, episode 2, Devlin mentioned that there are multiple ways magic was to gain magic. Did he know about sigil magic? Who knows? Devlin, we moved too far along to know what he was particularly talking about. The best thing I can say is eventually we might get the answer. Oh, what? No, don't exit the stream. What are you doing? What are you, crazy? Eventually, we will get the answer to that question. But as far as we know, Sigil magic was developed by the Great Owl Wolf, and as far as we know, he is the only. Him and Diz are supposed him and Diz supposedly are the only ones that know sigil magic currently. Supposedly. Let me see here. At the head, yeah. Yeah, this character is also going to be a 2-off. Similar to Anne. Similar to Anne, Odin, and a bunch of others. The thing about 2-offs is that they're very inconsistent. Like, they don't necessarily have a specific trait. They can vary greatly between each other. Foreshadow knows about sigil magic, though, doesn't he? I say it's up in the air, but I will say Foreshadow knows a lot of things that a lot of people don't. Foreshadow is one of those characters that he knows so many things that people probably think he shouldn't know, yet he does somehow. Which we know that he seems to have certain abilities. I just had a blondie, and by God, I feel like I'm dying. This stream's only gonna go for maybe an hour, like 2 to 3 hours, I want to say. But yeah, as far as we know, sigil magic developed by the Great Owl Wolf, developed by Gao, and that's as far as we kind of know about it. As well as the fact that it, unlike other magics, it's obviously not something from the body, since it's not something from the body, and also it mixes how usually magic is summoned, I guess you would say. The different main steps of it. Uli, you're cheating. You don't know the plot. You can't know the plot, Foreshadow. Y'all cheating. You can't know the plot. Don't blame me, blame the writers. Out of there, darling. So Devlin has some magic abilities. Possibly? Who knows? It is a mystery that will be hinted at throughout the episodes. Possibly. I'll just say this: Devlin definitely is a somewhat major. Devlin obviously is a player in the story. He's the first character Diz ever meets in town that isn't, one of the guards. I think effed up on the hand, but whatever. We will see more of Devlin soon, I will say. Devlin will eventually, definitely in this first season, we will get more info about certain things about Devlin. So I definitely say just be on the lookout for that. If anything, I'll go over the script after this stream. Hopefully I have time. I'm gonna be ending like around 7 o'clock ish. I have to take a nap. Not, I'm going to die in a car crash. But Devlin, we will definitely be learning more of soon. And definitely after this, I gotta send the lines for that certain character to the voice actor, and hopefully he can get it to me decently at a decent speed. It's kind of short notice, and me sending it around, even though I said I'd send it to him like a while ago. And I don't want to be like, hey, I need these extra lines done. Hey, you ever wonder why Devlin bothered to help us? Maybe he was bored? You're yeah, you're partially right. Nope. You're partially right. You're partially right. Who's this loser? That's exactly what Wooly would say, too. That is 100% what Wooly would say. Oh my god. We just had like Memorial Day barbecue. Super good, but god, my head, like, and then I had like 2 blondie brownies. Like that just completely messed me up now. At least head-wise, my head hurts. I think it's the overdose of sugar. Probably don't need the hand there. Also, I've been looking into stuff like for Chaotic. If you don't know that show, freaking fun. It's, you know, the card game and all that stuff. Love it. Well, actually, if you remember it's the 4 Kids and all that stuff, you should remember Chaotic. They're coming back, and I'm super excited for it. I've been watching videos talking about it. Oh wait, oh, that's true. Ugh. Sorry. There we go. Cartoon Network's Chowder is apparently getting a reboot, and Yanu season 2 is recently finished. All right, I gotta finish it. I have a, well, I had a site, but then I had to reset my thing. I have to watch it through. I'm gonna try to do like the 2 episodes thing. Where I'm gonna try to watch like 2 episodes at a time. That way I can, you know, kind of, even though it's over, but like, you know, catch up. That way I'm not doing just 1 episode each one. I'll leave the face blank for right now. The key. Oh, shoot. Is that on her back? Oh, it's glue. Something about like the idea of like becoming super. I always love the idea of like going super small and like going to like play in a play set, like a toy set and stuff like that. I always love that stuff. That's one of the reasons why like I think the Toy Story world in Kingdom Hearts 3 is like probably my favorite world. Because that is just, it's just super fun running around a toy store as the size of a toy. But yeah, I'll catch up. I'll catch up on Ianu. I ain't lie, it's a little bit low on the list since I want to first do Devil May Cry. It's just I've been running out of time for things, and it's just been a mess. But I'm gonna try to do a new system to try to keep my try to get a little bit more time back. Not yet. Not yet. I've been day job, waking up, and then trying to do other shit, and then it doesn't work out. I'm at least happy that I was able to get the few the videos that I did get out. I did see Mortal Kombat. I need to do the video of that, but I did see Mortal Kombat too. Mortal Kombat. I did see Mortal Kombat 2. That I did see. I don't know what I'm doing with this hair. But I did see, I saw Mortal Kombat. That was really fun. That was really, really good. Definitely a simple story, but by God, they went violent. Which, yeah, makes sense. It's obviously, it's Mortal Kombat. Oh, my arm. I did see, though, that they are going to be making a Titan X figure. Which I want to start doing a bit more, like, videos. Previous hairstyle looked like Samurai Jack Ashi. Let me see, how did it look? It was like spiky, wasn't it? Ashi Samurai Jack. Oh yeah, a little bit. I actually have the Samurai Jack movie or game, which apparently is like the true ending of Samurai Jack. I should try that. I should try that game one of these days. I haven't played it. I have like the limited edition one. I've just never. I just haven't been able to play it. That's the one thing I really love about like doing the streaming now. It gives me a reason to play games more. Nice. I gotta play it. The next game we're playing though is Mouse PI. We'll probably be starting that next week. Ugh. What? God damn it. My name, Ozzy. But yeah, I heard the Samurai Jack game. I still don't even know what kind of type of game it is. I specifically again all things. I stood away from looking at anything about it, so that way when I got to play it, it would be like a brand new experience for me. Yeah, that's a game I want to play. I want to play the game that I think just came out is Schrodinger's Cat. I think it's what it's called, and that one is a puzzle game where you play as a cat that can split itself into multiple clones almost, but if a camera catches you, you can't split because you are being perceived. It's like a whole thing. I'm like, that's kind of cool. I don't know if I'll do a different one or not, but let me just do right now. Also, apparently, the Twitter is being the cesspool that it is, and pretty much made Gooseworks, the creator of Digital Circus, kind of just like, wow, I hate you all. And I'm like, yeah, I can believe that. Because god damn. She kind of looks like Calendar Girl from Batman Taz Season 5. Calendar Girl? Oh shit, hold on. Calendar Girl. Huh. Calendar Girl kind of looks like Shigo. But yeah, I see it. Even though, she doesn't it's not supposed to have just a white face. Hold on, give me a minute. I need to grab my charger real fast. Shut up, phone. Yes, King of Kings. I just don't want to draw her a face right now since we're, we're not going to be able to see her face just yet at the beginning. Let me actually... Nope, that's not what I wanted. Is it in Oh wait. All of characters, story characters. The Tuoth. Oh, working on it. So, what is the character's name and role in Reminiscent Park's story? Well, first off, she's an Owl Wolf Town character as a whole. So I would say something similar to I would say she's something similar to Scruff, where she's a character who will appear in both stories, not just one of them. And I would say like she's probably like uh one of the tiny tribes that like live off of like the different foods and scraps and stuff like that are left. Because again, she's gonna be tiny. There's a reason why she's based off of Horn and Arietti. But she's going to be one of these tiny tribes that like probably live like in between areas and stuff. Like lives in between like the walls, or you know like they take like the food left behind. Ah, shit. Stuff like that. What is the when the Great Calamity Moon? She has no face, Scruff. Spooky. She has a face. It's just that we don't know what it looks like just yet. Ugh, God, man. Mm. Uh. So this character isn't related to Reminiscent Park. Hollow Knight reference. No, Shade is a different thing that we will get into. But no, this girl is not related to Shade. This character is inspired by Hornet, but was I would not say is related to Shade. Shady or Shade is it's very much its own thing, and like I'm definitely gonna we'll be exploring that as the story progresses. But I will say like Shade pretty much is like bendy and quote unquote Mickey Mouse of Reminiscent Park. Like I even have a cool idea how to incorporate um a bit of like Disney, an iconic Disney figure head into into the park, which hopefully I'll be able to do when I start working on some backgrounds. The biggest issue right now with some of these other series that aren't Owl Town is that I need to write down a lot more episode stuff, where Owl Town I have so many episodes already written down where like I really just need to maybe draw a few backgrounds, but a lot of it I'm pretty much like I just need to like do voicing, and like editing the voice takes so damn long. That is, if I had to say one thing that like takes the most time out of everything, it's doing the not doing the voices, but editing the voices, because that stuff will take so damn long to do. Like drawing definitely takes its own time, but God. But that one is at least a little bit more bearable for me. Doing the voices itself, like editing all the voices and stuff together, takes so damn long. Yeah, shady. Yeah, trust me, I have plans for the shade. I have very big plans for them. So Owl Town does what Owl House did and make fun of the chosen one trope. I wouldn't say necessarily made fun of it, but I would definitely say that yeah, like one major thing that I wanna push. The one major thing I really want to push with Diz is that she doesn't, in a sense, have like what's the best way to say it? The best way to describe it is like it isn't like, oh, she, you know, unlocked the super secret hidden powers. Or like, no, humans have no magic. That is a like pretty much a baseline. That is a big plot point, that humans do not have magic innately. Like it is not a part of them like that. Like Diz will I would say Diz will never gain like, oh, she is now like the one human who can gain magic via, you know, like a magic bloodline or something. Like that is not Diz. Like any achievements she does, it's through her training and trying to learn how to use magic via this new type of magic, mind you, that Gao is teaching her, as well as showing that even if she's not born with a magical traits or abilities. It isn't. It's not necessarily like a chosen where like Destiny chose or whatever, but like it is. She's doing it off of her own merits. Who is Hornet? Like this Hornet? Like I'm redoing Honey as this new character based off of Hornet and Arietti a little bit more. I wanted to rework some stuff, especially with my more things going on. Honestly, like the idea that Owltown's world has actually chosen one that anyone can become a... Oh, 100% anyone can, but there's also, I am going to have like some characters where, because also one of the things I really do like, and like mind you, it's not like, the best way to describe it is there isn't in a sense a chosen one, but there are like quote unquote prophecies, but whether those prophecies actually come true or not, it all depends, because it's kind of like, I love the idea of video games, where if you really look at a video game, any video game, like, technically speaking, the hero loses like 99% of the time, unless you play on easy. The hero loses 99% of the time because we, as the player, as the hero, die multiple times. Them really winning, being the chosen one that saves everyone, is a very small margin. Like, eventually, yeah, we will get better and we will eventually succeed, probably. But it is still a very small margin. Humans have no magic, evil, hurrah. See, hurrah is a big example of it. Hold on. Yeah, I'm redoing Honey a bit. Hurrah is a big exception, and that's the thing. But we bring up Hurrah, we're gonna know. I could have one with a better. I haven't given her nose yet, I guess. That's the thing. That's the thing about Hurrah, is that she literally does. She is a human. She does have magic, and there's a massive reason for that. That, I wouldn't say it comes with a price, but there is there's a massive reason for this, and there's a reason why, like, she's, the only big human kingdom is literally like Foreven, where she is from, and a major part of that is partially because of her being a magic user. Yeah, Pew. It's a remake of Honey, but I'm reworking her a bit more. I want to add a little bit more of Arietti into it, because I do feel like she's her own thing, but I feel like I could I could change her a little bit more. Oh, there it is. Or maybe make it look more like one. I don't know. Alright, let's see. New theory, Shatter is more likely to be chosen one instead of her. Well, Well, it's a whole different. It's a whole different thing. Like you said, there's no really like hero, like chosen one in a sense. That's also one of the reasons why a lot of everything is based off of rolling dice. Since like there is a bit of, honey, behold my glorious vampire cape, grimdark, no capes, only big flowy hoods. Maybe that's a little too much like Hornet. I probably won't stick for too long. I'm on a trip for a week. Oh, nice. So I don't help for your next. So I won't help much for the next stream. Just go what feels right. There isn't too much that will affect your ending yet. All right, I'll just make sure before I leave an area. Should I check every new area for like a new NPC that like will join me in some fashion? New theory is totally gonna pull a sorcerer's apprentice move and bring a bunch of objects to life to do her chores. Maybe. That would be a specific sigil she'll have to learn to do that, though. She's gonna have to. There is gonna be a whole thing with sigils. Trust me. I'm like, I'm trying to think of the best way to say it. Like, I like the Owl House's glyphs. I really, really do. But there was something special, I think, about the early days where we didn't know how glyphs kind of worked. And, like, people kind of just like, oh, there's, like, you could have this as a spell, this as a spell. And, like, it was, like, a certain spell for everything, a glyph for, like, everything. I kind of want to play around with that a little bit with sigils. New theory of village really shattered the prophesied to save them, and that angered. I don't think Hurrah would get angry about that. That's the thing. Hurrah wouldn't get. But here's the thing: there definitely will be at some point like, oh my God, you fulfill the prophecy. That is a massive thing that will happen because there are prophecies. Because that's the thing. This world is built off of legends and myths and stuff, and a prophecy is like obviously a big part of something along those lines, big legends and stuff like that. So like there will be like things where like there will be like, oh my God, you're the chosen prophet. Are they actually? Who knows? Let me play around with this real quick. Ugh. Yeah, you have fun, Pew. Hopefully I don't mess anything up too bad. Hmm. Let me Character, story, Elrin. Ah, ra, 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 ra. Those are the only characters that help you. There isn't much interaction after that, but once you unlock the new ability in that area, make sure to pilgrim in the Bone Town leaves before doing. Make sure the pilgrim in Bone Town leaves Bone Bottom leaves before doing. Okay. Random guy, you were part of the prophecy foreshadowing. He's lying. It was like Hurrah gets mad every time Shatter does something that helps her. The terrible tyrant wish. Interesting. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of digging this. Ran, we got you. I feel like Hurrah gets mad every time Shatter. See, the way, at least for me, the way my thought for Hurrah is that she's pretty chill. Outward wise, she's a very chill person. She's a very chill person, but there is there is going to be like a lot more to her. I think is the best way of saying it. Like she will, like yeah, because also you got to remember too, like a lot of the story is going to be taking place in Owlwolf Town or Owlwall Town too. There might be a bit of, there definitely, I'd definitely see like those two are definitely gonna have a rivalry. I'll say that, but I don't know if it would be like very negative. But who knows? I gotta still work everything out with them. If you need a reminder, he's a pilgrim next to the. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I already bought everything from the shop. Save as. Month. I'm gonna put Honey V2. I'd say that's a pretty decent remake. I'll work on her weapon later. I'll say that's a pretty decent switch around. Like adding a little bit more of Arietti to it with like the hair and the clip and everything like that. More humanoid-esque body than just the bug type, but then also adding. I'll probably add other stuff later, like maybe add more segments into like the black part so it looks more like a carapace kind of armor kind of thing. Just there we go. In theory, Shatter actually becomes friends with Wolf after she becomes Kozu and see that. Okay, just worry about the pilgrim leaving then. I do have to dip those, so later. Also, cool drawing. Thanks. And yeah, I think I like this new version of Honey a little bit more. There'll definitely be more X stuff I'll add later. Yeah. But yeah. Alright. So with that. Alright. I want to try working on a Moon Tribe character, but give me 1 minute. Or I would definitely get mad at Shatter for trying to become. Because, okay, here. Sorry, let me. Man, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to say too much. There is. Let me put it this way. There is going to be a character. Oh shit. There is 100% going to be a character very similar to what you're describing, like a character who gets jealous because of this of another character becoming friends with someone. There is a character that 100% will be popping up that will have like these traits, will get like jealous or be like, oh my god, I can't believe, or whatever, stuff like that. There 100% is that character that will exist and that will happen. Like that is a character that will exist in this story. I would say Hurrah is not going to fit that character, but I will say, no, I can't even say more than that. But I will say, like, there is definitely a character like that. Who will fit that role of like that jealous kind of character who's like I can't believe you're trying to make friends with them or something like that. There is 100% that character in in uh in Owltown. That is a character that 100% will exist. Hold on. I'm trying to think of, because that's the thing. The Moon Tribe has lived as an idea in my head for such a long time, and like I've had kind of ideas about it. Like I know one thing is that they all have a physical trait. Mm. I'm trying to figure out, like, if anything, right now, I think we should try to solidify a bit of like the Moon Tribe's tech a bit, or at least how their base look. Because that's the thing that I like to do is like try to tie certain things to base look like. I'm also looking up references. I'm not just clicking around randomly. Like the best thing I can describe it is Redemption. Like Kuzo, obviously, like his whole thing is gonna be like a bit of like I'm trying to mix a little. It's I'm probably not doing it well. Japanese with a bit of Egyptian with like the golden bands and all that stuff, and like the mummification kind of wrappings. Um, I'm trying to think of the other ones. Like Atem is another one that kind of shows this, showing that like showing like both of these guys are from the Black Desert, right? Both of these characters are from the Black Desert. Um, both of them being Demshon as well. Which then you also see like obviously Samantha Colt is in front of the Black Desert, even though she is also a Demshon. Let's see. How about making more reminiscent part characters instead of Moon? I guess. Let me get one more reference though for this, that way I can get it for later. Um what the hell is this? What is it? Their production library. Huh. Uh Nope. Well, I'll save that for later. All right. So, who should I try drawing? I can try working on. Let me see. I have to tell you this. I'm now friends with Shatter. Her. Oh, cool. I'm happy for you. Well, I thought you would get mad. Your rivals with Shatter. Let me. Best way I can describe it is they're rivals, but I wouldn't say they're like hateful rivals. They both want to one up each other. I would say Shatter would be a little bit more angry about. See, I feel like Shatter would be the more angrier one out of the two of them. Especially because Shatter, spoilers again, Not really spoilers. We know that Shatter, or at least hints at Shatter, does not have magic, while Hurrah does have magic. Where Hurrah is a race that usually doesn't have magic, while Shatter is a race that usually does. So like there could be definitely tension there, but I don't feel like Hurrah would be the one to do it. Let me see here. All right. What should I try? I could try. Okay, I could try redoing the Wish Granter because now I like the idea of her being like Princess Zora's sister. I really, really like that idea. I could try redoing her to make her a little bit more solid than what we had. I would get angry if her tried to become friends with Kozu or Shimmer just to anger. Maybe. So many of these open. Hello, I'm Zora's sister. Wait, what? Zora? Yeah, what? Yeah, wait, what? Let me see. God damn. Alright. How about Elmo or Alvin and the Chipmunk reference? We did do an Elmo, remember? Or maybe we weren't here. Hold on. Um. Valmo. We got Valmo and we got Zermit. Yay! How about spider that like a spider? As a guppet? Or how about an Elmo that looks like a spider? Let me see. Elmo that looks like a spider. I'm trying to think. Like, what kind of spider should I be trying to do? Should I try to make it look scary? Should I just try to be just a regular ass spider? Ugh. If was Granite Zora's sister, then why did she never to help him or he became part of the park? I think you're misunderstanding. It isn't the sister of the character. It isn't the sister of the person who becomes Princess Zora. It's the sister of Princess Zora. I don't want to get too far into it, but yeah. Uh... There's already an Elmo spider, which is kind of an insane thing to see. So Wish Granite is now a park resident and isn't going to be a cosmic guardian. The best thing I could say is to not fully disclose it just yet. I think that's probably the best thing I could say right now. But let me put it this way: it's not necessarily out of the possibility of her being not her being a cosmic guardian. Trust me, I have ideas. I have insane ideas that I can work things around with. Trust me. I'm gonna eat this one. Man, the Muppets sure do love making spiders. I have an idea now. But yeah, trust me, I have ideas. I have ideas. The best thing I can say is just wait and see. Just wait and see. But I have ideas. But yeah, the current idea right now is that the wish granter is Princess Zora's sister, as in like the quote unquote character Princess Zora. How does that tie in everything with the wish granter? We will wait and see. Shit. Oh, my head hurts. I would say so. I would definitely say that is a massive possibility. It's cold. Shove that in there. It's kind of insane that the remake of Assassin's Creed Black Flag came out this year, because I remember, I think like 2013, I remember 2012, like 2012, 2013, when I graduated. That was like the big game, and I remember that was like the game I got in Texas when I was living out there after I graduated high school 13 years ago. Jesus Christ. And like that was like a big fun ass game. I love that game. I should get it, but also I have like, what is it? I have Assassin's Creed Mirage I gotta play. I have Assassin's Creed. I had to guess the Assassin's Creed one in Japan with Yasuke. Sorry, give me a minute. That's not it. There we go. Do you need help with anything? Why are you so nice to me? We're not actually sisters. Yeah, Reminiscent Park is definitely. I want to get that. Like that one's not going to be like the episode one is definitely not going to be that long. I always, at least for me, whenever I do like the episode ones, I like they're very. I don't. I think they're probably like the shortest out of the whole series so far, at least, not including like shorts. And I think a major reason for that is like I like to leave it where it's like just like a good enough cliffhanger, where it's like okay, what the fuck's gonna happen next? So like I definitely I would definitely want to work on the Reminiscent Park. Um, episode one. When you wish upon a star. Because I was like, ever since we talked about the Wish Granter, I was wondering, I was trying to figure out how I was going to incorporate her into the main story of Owlwolf Town. But when you said like when you brought up making it Princess Zora's sister, like I felt like something click when that happened. Like, oh shit, wait a minute, that I could actually work. Wish Granter's actual sister is based off of Princess Zora, and the park company has they grant wishes for the park. It is a the best thing I can say is a massive wait and see, especially for episode one. I definitely don't want to give too much away right now. Will Wish Granter still pop up in Owl's? Yeah, that's the thing. Reminiscent Park is still, in a sense, will still connect to Owlwolf Town. Like, obviously, you have characters like Scruff gonna appear in both of them. And also, there will be characters that, like, I plan for characters that are going to appear in season 2 to appear probably first in Reminiscent Park, because Reminiscent Park is sitting at a point where it can be in between. It can be. I can show off characters a bit before they ever are supposed to appear, like with Diz. Like I can play around with I can play more around with that way. That way, like, I can kind of get their designs at least. I want to say like down, because obviously they're gonna be a bit different. But I can get like some like a little bit of backstory down that can be brought up later. I could get a little bit of some character design down, or like play around with the idea of like things for like maybe some flashbacks or whatever, or like some connections that can literally brought up later. See how a character becomes how they kind of become. Like I can play around with a lot more with stuff like that. So like Wish Granter definitely will appear. Same way certain other things might appear in between. How's this? Anyway, Zora actually does treat Wish Granter as a dog. Sister originally thought Wish Granter was going to be a sister to either Amber or Leah Booth. Oh shit. I was trying to figure out how I was going to add a Wish Granter to something. Because there is a thing about like granting wishes and stuff like that out Wolf Town. But I don't know if I would be like Wish Granter. I would have be the one who does it necessarily. But her with Reminiscent Park, it honestly fits extremely well and works along with certain ideas. Save as, I'll call it the miter. Miter. Also, I don't know if you were here when I made Zermit, Styro, but Zermit is actually another character based off, obviously based off of Kermit, but also based off another Hollow Knight character, Zote. So technically speaking, I have about like three. I have three characters that are based off of I have three characters based off of Holland. Wait, what? I have three characters based off of Hollow Knight, which again, like not all of them have to be necessarily connected. But I have three characters based off of Hollow Knight, which is the thing is nothing's supposed to be exact to like how the original inspiration for them is, but obviously I do want them to take heavily inspiration from them. So you actually grant wishes, Granter? Yes and no. So yeah, three separate characters, three separate origins, and all three of them, based off of Hollow Knight characters. Oh God. So if the Remnants of Park story never existed, what was Wish Granter's story? I don't know. I don't know. I was debating on how I was gonna play around with her. I hadn't known yet how I was gonna use her. Like obviously she was gonna be a like a wish granting character, but I had yet to find a way for her to click in with the story. Because that's the thing. I don't try to make characters that I don't know how I'm gonna connect them to the story somehow. Like each character, if I have a baseline idea, like oh, I want this character to be this, I'll have an idea around like what story I want. Like if I want like oh, I want an Optimus Prime character. Like I first try to figure out what story they're gonna fit in. Wish Granter, I think we had the idea of her after obviously Wish, and after Wish, and then like we drew her. I think one of the spins, but I didn't necessarily still know where I was gonna put her. I had an idea if she was probably gonna be like a beast, versus like a character. Like she would still be a character, but she would be a beast character. Um, where like that was kind of the closest idea I had, but I didn't know exactly where I was gonna use her. Um, but like this, I honestly think fits her way better. Her being part of Reminiscent Park, especially with like the idea of like like a bit of a Disney properties kind of thing going on. Uh, so you have this. So you have the Wish Granter, which Disney is known for like its magical fairy like characters who grant wishes. So like it fits, I think, well into that part of it, especially because then it's going to build out a bit more about certain things about Princess Zora and stuff like that. That's going to help build out the story of Reminiscent Park a lot more than I think it would with Owlwolf Town proper. And I think in Owlwolf Town proper, I don't know how I would utilize her to mainstream. Because that's the thing. Every character so far, whether it be Hurrah, Devlin, even Honey here, there is at least a plot line I kind of know like where it can mesh and it'll fit well with Diz's story. I don't know how Wish Granter would work outside of Reminiscent Park. That like it would fit well and it wouldn't feel like it's just tacked on. Like Seth, I don't know if you're still watching or not. Like we had an idea of like a plot line going on. I don't know how I would incorporate that where it doesn't feel like it's just a random tacked on storyline. Where like I think like for some other storylines I could probably make it work, but I don't know about Owlwolf Town. Wish Granter original role. Hometown Zora. Hey, Leobo, you're a park manager here, right? Leobo, yeah, Zora, and you never thought to mention Wish Granter thinks she's my sister, Leobo. Yeah, Leobo. We'll learn more about her as well. Mm. Oh, I gotta change how he's facing. Mm. Because I need the miters facing that direction. Direction of their facing is very much good. Lebu, you're the devil now. I knew it, Lebu. What was that? Yeah, I was reworking Lebu since I didn't want her to necessarily be I think you might have tapped out last time when we were talking about these guys, talking about some changes I was doing. Um, yeah, I want to change out some stuff since Leobuv being against Leobuv is, let's say, the maybe a love interest or maybe the love interest, who knows, of a certain character, possibly, who knows. But I was like, I feel like we're having two love interests who are both Elrin. I feel like I should change it up a little bit. So I thought Demshon would work a little bit better. Since we don't necessarily have all that many Demshon. Alright. Yeah, so we have Leobuv, we have Zora, both off the clock. Oh, wait, I don't think I ever showed off. Well, anyways. Off the clock and then on the clock. We got Scruff down here. We got Shady. We got Zermit. We got Gelmo. We have Diz for size comparison. She's like 5'6". We have Amber. We have Darkstar. We have the Green Reaper. And then we also have Lemiter. Fun fact, Rick and Morty is going to spin off based off of Keith David's character. Based off of the president? Yeah. That's kind of... I don't know why... I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I guess you could definitely do things with the president's character. It wouldn't surprise me, but... Let me open. Well, got me questioning. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love, the love, the love? Oh, this is before I changed the note. Ah, well. Let me switch. Honey. 1 or about that height. That's how big Honey is. Maybe a chroma redesign. Chroma gray. Oh, you're right. I think chroma gray. Yeah, we'll make this the last one for right now. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Come on, Diz, there's a bug on your head. This what? Yeah, but this just shows, like, again, just to show, like, the different Tuaths that we have so far. We have Honey here. We have Vicky Magoo. Well, the head of Vicky Magoo. Or Vicky, I guess. Because then there's Bod. But Vicky here, she's Tuath. We have Odin. He's Tuath. We have Anne, who is also Tuath. And we have Lord Heed, who is also Tuath. And then we have Shatter and Shimmer, who are, I can't remember if I can't remember if they're both categorized as Tuath, but they obviously have an appearance more of Elrin. Because they're obviously their moms are, one is Elrin, one is Tuath. So like Tuaths can Tuaths have a variety that can mix between different races and different things. Tuath are very, I guess, aren't picky, I guess, with how they look between these different things. They include a Lilo and Stitch's Jumba reference to Chrome Gray. Alright, that actually works really... Okay, that actually works as a cool, good idea. I was about to say, if I just type in Jumba, he 100% should pop up. Jumba. Let's see, what else should I add? That could... In theory, Liverpool's a Mario Galaxy movie movement, and where every time that Zora tries to hug Leah, she tries to do a handshake instead. That'd be kind of funny. How many Gandalf? You shall not pass. Chroma Gray is gonna make. He's gonna make a few. I think I have like a few of them. I know I have like I think one of them already written down. Chroma Gray is supposed to be the most powerful wizard alive. I wouldn't say he's the most powerful wizard alive, but he is a powerful wizard, especially because, and which is very surprising because he is a Beastin, where Beastin are usually limited to just beast magic, which is usually borrowing like magic or using magic from like beasts or whatever. Which I'm not saying you can't become a great and powerful wizard using beast magic, or you can't become a great and powerful magic or witch using. But he is but he's learned like a much like heavier magic, which in a sense is also why he's able to learn such a thing. He's a powerful wizard. I would say he's the strongest one. Which also, mind you, wizards also are the people who fought in the Wizard Kaiju War. which, if I'm remembering correctly, there are only 2 wizards in this whole cast right here. There is Wizard Crowlin Gray and Wizard Odin Nuada. Everyone else is a witch or or like different things, because like obviously vigilante. He's a vigilante. He's a hero. He's a hero, but no one else here, I believe, holds the title of a wizard. Since wizard pretty much are like pretty much the quote unquote veterans of the wizard kaiju war. Maybe include Looney Tunes Taz as a reference. Maybe, I don't know. That one feels a little off. We only have like a half hour left. We may have to work on Krillin Grit. Though next week we should be working on Mouse PI, which I doubt will take as long as any of the other games I did do. So we will be having another drawing stream, I'm sure, soon enough. Krillin won't appear yet for a minute, I don't think. Unless for like background. I think we're gonna give him legs. I don't know. I feel like I feel like him just being snake legs, I feel like, or slithering around, may not be the greatest, especially for him being a teacher dealing with the class that he deals with. So after entrance exam, which characters will Chroma Gray help with training their magic? I think it's safe to say he's definitely going to be helping Diz with certain magics, though not necessarily yet. As well as there's going to be a few other characters that will be popping up as well. Number's a lot. No, she is not a wizard. She is much too young to be a wizard. She is she's one of the lead you know, guards of the Owl Guard, but she is not a wizard. She's much too young to have fought in the Wizard Kaiju War. You may not you may not pass this class. How long were you waiting to use that joke, Crower? The whole episode, baby. I think that might actually be a. Nah, I wouldn't say that's like almost word for word, but there definitely is a joke like that. Let me see it. Let me see if this shape even looks like anything good. I may have to like rework this a little bit more later. Yeah. I guess technically he could be kind of similar to Rada in Mando and Grogu. I don't know. I'll do another version with the snake tail to see if I want to do it like that or not. Ithir, Chroma Gray, and friends with Rada the Hut reference. Chroma Gray is friends with. Oh, that'd be kind of sick. God damn it. Ember teaches Shatter and Kozu, while Chroma teaches Shimmer and Diz. I'd say definitely, because you gotta remember, it is a academy slash school or whatever. So like, they're like certain they're the people who take like elemental class will definitely learn, like probably be learning from like someone like Ember. I could see Ember teaching Shatter, Kozu, and like let's say Hurrah. Shimmer, probably Shimmer. So I think say Shimmer probably will pop up with Chroma Gray as well. I find it funny how you saw Mandalorian season 3 that real that Fat Commander was Imperial General gets totally spoiled because we saw talking to Moff Gideon. Wait, I find it funny how if you saw Mandalorian season 3 the reveal that the fight manager was the Imperial General gets. God, it's been. I gotta rewatch season 3. It's been like what a few years since season 3 came out, but that's kind of really funny. I legit was like watching the show. I'm watching. I'm like, I know like something has to be up. But that's really funny that like but also in a sense I'd say that shows like that like even if you didn't watch the show, you could follow along the movie pretty decently. Without needing like that prior knowledge. Mando just left all those monsters to terrorize the tower and say, yeah, we left Chicago. That place was 100% Chicago. I think at one point they call it like Chicagoan or something like that, and I'm like, that's goddamn Chicago. Seeing where Grogu got the cane was slowly becoming like Yoda while he tried helping, man, it did make me a little teary eyed. That was cool. Like it was funny. Like we were watching it in theaters and we're like, oh, I really do. Like I legit like I did start getting teary eyed when he crawls into Mando's lap or arm, like and like doesn't force him to hug, but like you could tell like he wants. He's in Mando's arm because he wants Mando to hug him. And I'm like, oh, I'm like that little. I'm like, that's like, God, that part made me tear. That part made me a little teary eyed. Cause I'm like, God damn, I'm like that's just straight sad. I love how they were working together as a team throughout this whole movie. Like, they should like legitimately like they should make a Jack. Oh, I forgot to do that for my Mando review. I was gonna have the image of young Boba Fett, where because Mando is based off of a young Boba Fett art for I think it's like floor 1313. Damn, I gotta remember some of this shit when I'm editing my videos. Uh, I might re-upload the video. Maybe, I don't know. Bro kept accidentally hitting Mando's head against the wall. Was like, oh, 100%. I was laughing. I was legit. Everyone in the theater was laughing. It's funny watching, like, I was watching, like, YouTuber, I was watching, the Nostalgia Critic review it with, the Cinema Snob. And, like, they were not having any of this movie, which I'm like, okay. I'm like, I get it. Like, they like, some different tastes. I thought, Brad Jones would have liked it a little bit more, but apparently not. I don't know. But they're like they were saying like, they talk about all this stuff. I'm like, I feel like you guys are just like going into this movie not really trying to not like it's just a fun, like, enjoyable movie. And like that part was like freaking hilarious. I'm surprised like some people had issue with it. I'm like, really? It's like that scene is so goddamn funny. I should probably keep him green, huh? Damn it. Yeah, Rada was also fun. Also, like that where they the monsters that they fight are like from the chess game that like you see in the first Star Wars game or movie, and like it's all also on a chessboard similar to it. I'm like, that's a really cool little reference they threw in there. It's cool how Mando movie included Rada because pretty much was Grogu prototype before. Kinda, yeah, you're right. He just never really took off because it's still a hut. But it is interesting how like because that's a character that I feel like was almost pretty much forgotten. It's funny how Rada's family only had a picture of him when he was a baby. Hilarious reference to the star. Yeah, exactly. I gotta finish season one of Maul. It was super good just starting, and I'm excited. I really want to see where that leads. I feel like Maul's art style is done. It's looking really. It's just as good as Clone Wars. I don't think it's the exact same, even though like they're taking inspiration from, but I feel like there is a slight difference between the two styles. I freaking love his lightsaber. Like I love the unstable look for a lightsaber. That is one of the coolest ass things they did with stuff like Kylo Ren's blade, and it's cool. That, like I think like Maul's is now like unstable looking. It sucks that the Solo movies didn't, or the Solo they didn't that they're not finishing the Solo movie trilogy, because I believe Maul was supposed to be like the big bad for that trilogy. The Maul show finale is insanely dark. Hell yeah, I'm excited. Now that Rada's working with Zeb, I totally believe he'll meet Ahsoka. Oh yeah, he might appear. I'm sure like Rada might appear in like Ahsoka season 2 if like they haven't started filming it yet. Like it won't surprise me if we see Rada pop up a few more times. Yeah. I will say though, if you want a character who's like, because you wanted the Moon Tribe, you said you wanted a character who's like is kind of similar to Medusa. I'll say this right now: there is a character whose whole thing is hair moving and stuff, and we might see them in Memories of Ghosts. And that Rada is working on in Memories of Ghost World, Cyber's pretty much had a reputation like Jabba the Hutt, like he was so powerful that even the mafia groups and cops were feared. I can see something along those lines. I definitely can. What do you think of it? What do you think of this so far for the Crolling Gray redesign? He has a bit of that toadish. I might add some additional things. He still has that like. I don't want. I didn't. We didn't make him a snake again, but you know he still has like the messed up eyes, something to hear. You know he has like the gray Gandalf wizard robes. We'll give him like a staff later on, but yeah, it's pretty decent. He's more. I would say he's more Jumba body type with a little bit thicker around, but yeah. I definitely think Cyber is definitely going to be someone who's going to be. But I think this is going to be it for today. We'll definitely go more. We'll probably do another long thing after I finish PI. After we finish the was it PI Mouse or PI Detective? Oh right, I wanted to draw another. Ah well, we'll draw it next time. I did have an idea for another character, but there we go. The new chroma design is great. Nice. Yeah, we'll work more on his stuff later then. But yeah, but anyways, we'll end this here. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Styro, for joining me and helping with all this, talk about the story. Thank you, Pew, for hopping in for a minute. Next Monday we'll do PI Mouse, I believe it's called. But then this Friday we'll be continuing Owlwolf Town. But thanks for watching. Share other videos. Hopefully enjoy this, and we will. Later. End stream.